I am Monster D. And have you ever been to a pond? Do you like ponds? I like to visit ponds. Let's see here. Can you think what a pond actually looks like? Shall I draw one? So, what is a pond anyway? What is a pond made of? Any idea what I'm drawing right there? Is a pond filled with water? Is that a pond? Sort of? What do you think makes a pond different from something like a creek or a river? Or how is the pond different from an ocean? Are ponds usually very small? Is there a pond anywhere near where you live? And do you ever visit it? Well, I'll tell you one of my favorite things, my very favorite thing about visiting ponds is some of the life that is in, on, and around the pond. What sorts of things do you usually see around the pond, huh? Well, let's see here. I'm going to draw a pond animal here, and let's see if you can figure out what this thing might be. Do you have a favorite pond animal? Do you have any stories about when you have gone to the pond before? All right. It's pretty good right there, I suppose. Any idea what that might be? Have you seen one of those before? Sort of looks like a fish, huh? It's actually a tadpole. What is a tadpole? Have you seen a tadpole in a pond before? That is one of my favorite things to see in a pond. Do you have any idea what a tadpole turns into? What do you think? Shall I keep going? So what else lives around the pond? How about something that is usually seen on top of the pond? How about that? Let's see here. Here's something that usually, if you see it, let's see here. It'll be right on the very surface of the pond, skimming along the top. That sounds kind of amazing, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get it right. Something like that. Does that look at all familiar? Looks kind of like a stick, huh? How about I add this little effect to it? Usually the water around its legs is kind of bent into little circles. And this thing kind of skates on the top of the water. Can you see that? Have you any idea what that might be? That, my friends, is called a water strider. Have you seen a water strider at a pond before? I like water striders. So we have a tadpole in or under the pond. We have a water strider right on the surface of the pond. How about something that flies over the pond? What do you think that might be? I'm just going to keep drawing. What kinds of things do you see flying above the pond? What do you look for when you go to a pond? Is there anything above all else that you really, really just hope to see? A favorite animal? Or what else do you see there besides animals? Who do you usually go to a pond with? There we go. Is that looking at all familiar yet? Does this look like something you might have seen before? I might add just a little bit of green. And what is that? Have you seen one of those flying above a pond before? Is that a dragonfly? Have you seen a dragonfly before? They fly fast, don't they? Wow. Do you think you would be able to catch a dragonfly? Would you even want to catch a dragonfly? I don't know. So shall we keep going? So we've got the tadpole in the pond. We've got the water strider on top of the pond. We've got the dragonfly flying over the pond. How about I do one more creature on the very bottom of the pond? What do you think lives on the very bottom of the pond? Something deep, something dark, something with a beak. What do you think it's like that far down in the pond? Do you think it's cold down there? Or do you think it's warm down there? Do you think it's easy to see down there? Or do you think it's cloudy? What do you think? Let's see here. Oh. Trying to remember how its front legs go. It's always interesting trying to remember your favorite creatures. And yes, this is a favorite of mine. One I have fond memories of. Little X in the back. Any idea what this creature is? Have you seen anything like that before? You see how big it is compared to the other creatures? That is something called a giant water bug. Big, huh? What do you think that giant water bug does with that big beak? And what do you think it does with those front sort of arms? They look a little intimidating, huh? You think you would want to get close to something like that? You've got to be careful in the pond because you never quite know what something there can do. So what other creatures do you know of that live in, on, above, under, or around the pond? I'm sure there are many, many more. Feel free to give your suggestions or what other animals or things you might see there. Perhaps I'll draw some in a future video, huh? Well, I hope you've enjoyed talking about the pond with me. And I hope you stay monstrous, and won't you please give me a nice monster. Bing!